Broke not built, or built not bought, or whatever they say. What's up, Grappa fans? Yesterday I showed y'all how I straightened the bumper on the old Cat Eye over here, and today I want to get back to working on the Platinum. It's got a few things here and there, and I'm trying to sell it soon, so I want to get it looking just right so nobody has any complaints with it when they come and look at it. This front bumper has a bunch of rock chips that I pointed out in my review video of this thing. You can see it's relatively clean right now. Everything you see is a rock chip pretty much. There's not much else. There's no bug guts on it right now. And then right here I've got this big old scratch that I'm wanting to get rid of. So the plan is to take this bumper off today, strip it, take the fog lights out, take the valance off the bottom, get all the plastic trim pieces off, and then in the morning I'm planning on dropping it off to get painted. I thought about painting it myself, but after my experience with trying to do this door molding, and when I took it off and I wasn't happy with how the paint looked underneath, I ended up restoring them. I got a video about that, but I wasn't really stoked on how the paint was underneath that, and I'm just not having the best luck with this truck as far as the paint goes, so I'm gonna have that professionally done. I had to take off one of my nicer shirts to put on my most expensive shirt. This is the one that came with my $17,000 engine in the old King Ranch, but that's a whole nother story I've covered before. And the gang is all here now. You see Michael showed up in the 6.0 on the 4.5-inch Carly kit that we installed a few videos back. We also did the 08 and up leaf spring conversion, so it's got like the 6.4 and 6.7 style springs in the back. So stay tuned for the review of that, or check out the old videos about how we installed all that. And then I gotta get Shane's Jeep out of the way because everybody decided to come over here and have a good time, and I gotta get this done and drop this bumper off in the morning. So we're gonna do a little shuffle around here, and hopefully these boys will help me, or at least stand around, drink beers, and watch me get this bumper off. The mosquitoes drove my friends inside, so I got a moment of nobody making fun of me for talking to myself. But we got these little plastic clips that need to come off to get this little air dam disconnected from the bumper, because I don't want to rip that out once I loosen the bolts. And then I got these two here. I believe they're like a 13. Let's see, I got my big chrome socket here that might snap off. Let's see. An 18, I was way off. Yeah, that's definitely not 13. So I got 18 on those two guys. We'll give it a couple ugga-duggas. You know what? Maybe that's not the right bolt. No, I'm pretty sure it is. There we go. Nice. There's one side off. And before I get carried away on the other ones, I'm going to show you what else we've got. So right in here behind the fog light, got this bracket that mounts to the frame just below the body mount. And we got a couple of bolts there that need to come off. I'll let y'all know the sizes here in a second. Those two guys right there. And just so you can see, here's the fog light, and it's this floppy little thing now that's loose, but that's holding on this bracket to the frame and just kind of supports the sides of the bumper. So we're gonna kind of get everything a little bit loose, not gonna go full send with the rest like I did this one, just so the whole thing doesn't hang or fall off on one side and mess it up more than it's already scratched. I knew that one of these was the 13. So that bracket in there behind the fog light, that one's the 13. Go ahead and start loosening those up. Got all these plastic clips pulled out, and I also went ahead and disconnected this fog light main wire that goes up and connects here. And then I went ahead and loosened up the rest of the bolts, so now I only have these two in place. So we got these are loose, the ones behind the fog light are taken out, as well as the ones on this side behind the fog light. So as soon as I take these two bolts off, we should be free and clear. We can pull the bumper out of the way. Ready to pick up, slide out? Yep. Slow down, slow down. We got one left. Hold on, put it back on. We forgot the block here. Well, that's broke. Let's go. Broke. I'm trying to put this on this back. There she is. Man, that thing's ugly. Wow. Well, now I get to start taking this thing apart. There's a lot of crap on this bumper. So we've got some 13s here, here, and then these four here. Then we got some 8s for the fog light mount. And Shane's working on getting these plastic clips out for the top molding here. Dirty. Ta-da! So freaking long. Hopefully.
You have a 10 on that?
Oh man, nice. And for this valance, we got some more 8s. Got one here, one right here, 2 in the middle, or 3 in the middle actually, and then 2 on each side. So what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8 8mm bolts, and then some plastic clips, which we've already had fun with, which I'll get those guys out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plastic clips to get the valance off. This is so much faster. When it was on the truck, I definitely did it by hand. Film this for my own good so I don't forget where stuff goes. Taking off these clips here, here, and then we got some down here. We got one goes like that. Alright, got some more clips here. Lots of little clips. Very annoying. But, you know, at least we're out here breaking it and making it better, or just totally ruining it. We'll see. Alright, I think that's the last piece. Got all the brackets off. Let's flip this thing so it looks pretty. Oh, it's so dusty. There is one naked 6.7 bumper that has seen better days. Time to get this thing freshened up, repainted. We can say bye to this big scratch that's been driving me crazy ever since I first saw this truck. Pretty excited to get this thing painted on here. There's another look at how goofy this thing looks without a bumper. You know, this thing's longer than I thought once you put it in here. Should we get it close? I think it might sit better on its face. Platinum's been riding around looking pretty ugly the past few days. I've been driving it all over town with no front bumper. Not happy with how it looks, but I got some exciting news. The bumper's done. And in the meantime, I got this little box in the mail. Let's go check out what this thing is. All right, got our brand spanking new tailgate piece. I ended up ordering one offline. I went to a couple junkyards and shopped around a little bit and could not find one locally, honestly. And the Ford dealership wanted an arm and leg for one. I got the part number from them and went and found one online for 30 bucks. I'll put a link in the description if y'all want to. How about you just comment and I'll send you the link if you need it, because I feel like a lot of y'all don't need one of these, but let me know if you do. I'll give you the link. Now let's see, this goes right over here. Just to show y'all what I'm talking about. Tank, what are you doing? You want to be on YouTube? In case y'all haven't been following along with this project, I'm missing this side piece of the tailgate cap. It's a 3-piece because it has the pull-out step. And that's why I got this piece. Hopefully this cheap $30 part will go right in place. Let's try to get it on there and see how it looks. So this has these clips here that go in the little rectangles. It also has this alignment hole with this pin, and it seems like the pin on this cheap aftermarket part is a little bit bigger than the hole. So I'm going to try to whittle that thing down a little bit and see if I can get it to go on there, because it's like kind of sticking up right there in that one spot. That seemed to do the trick. It definitely stands out as being new. I was hoping to find a used one so it kind of had the same look to it, but I think putting a little tire shine on it will kind of get rid of that matte look that it has, and it'll kind of blend in. And overall, I think it just looks so much better than the one missing. Like, it's way more complete back here now. It doesn't look like it's been worked to death, stuff thrown in and out of the bed. It looks like a complete truck back here. Just want to show y'all real quick. This is the tire shine I use. It's made by Zephyr Polishes. It's Pro 39 Ultima, and it's basically for plastic, leather, rubber, whatever. But I pretty much just put it on my tires and my frame and all this plastic trim to make it look brand new. It worked great on my old truck. I always had the frame spotless on there. I'd spray all in the wheel well and everything. So I'm going to try to do that to this truck while I have this front bumper off, because it is filthy. I pressure washed it out and it still just doesn't look good. So I'm going to try to shine it up some with that, as well as that back tailgate cap, to try to make it all match. Just threw a little shiny spray on the whole tailgate. I think that kind of did the trick of making it all nice and glossy. It's not as worn as these, but I don't think it's really noticeable. Let me know what y'all think. Check out this frame though. I got it nice and clean. Money, look at that. It's still drying a little bit, so it's kind of uneven looking, but looks so much better in here. It was so freaking dusty. And just for comparison, I'll show you the back end. This is what the frame looked like before. Everything has this gray haze to it. I'm gonna have to put a little shiny spray on everything before I'm done. While everything's off, I'm gonna clean all these panels up too that go on the bumper, and the valence, the fog light housings, everything. And then I'll show you all the bumper. Alright, everything's cleaned up, ready to go back on the bumper. And here it is. Fresh pearl paint on this thing. I forget the exact color name, but it is just an awesome looking color. Looks so good when it's nice and fresh like this. I'll get it out in the sun for y'all to see, but first I want to start reassembling this thing, get it all ready to go back on, get the fog lights in, all the little brackets, so I can just bolt this thing up and be ready to go. Alright guys, I got it all put back together. I'm about to slap the bumper on the truck. What do y'all think? That nice fresh paint with that freshly shined up black trim. I think this thing's gonna look awesome. Alright, without too much delay, I'm going to slap it on there because I'm hoping to pick my wife up from work with this thing done. And I'd like to have the bumper on there, so I'm going to try to stick it on real quick, and I'll get back with y'all when it's done. Guys, I am stoked with how this bumper came out. This thing looks brand new, factory fresh. That black trim shined up. It's starting to sprinkle out here on it, so it's kind of a little off black, but this white bumper, the paint looks awesome. I'm going to get it out of the rain, put it in the carport, but I want to go ahead and show y'all. Got a little gnat here. Already hitting bugs. But this thing is so clean. Y'all remember that big old scratch that was right here? Nothing. They totally sanded that out, got rid of it. There was no dent or anything. Looks so good. Clean, inside and out. This thing looks awesome. Super excited. And then over here where my 40s were rubbing when I was driving around on them, you can see it's all cleaned up. Looks great. Super stoked. Also just wanted to show you real quick with the lights on, in case y'all hadn't seen the lights, and also just to show this thing like totally complete. LEDs all done and on. I got the fog lights all cleaned up. Just looks great in here. They worked. I plugged them back in. You know, you never know what could happen there, but everything's looking good. I think I got the bumper on nice and straight. Let me know if y'all see any issues, but I'm happy with it. It's sitting just right now, except these little tires. So y'all let me know in the comments what wheel and tire setup y'all think I'm going to put on here. I let the cat out of the bag there. I am doing a different set of wheels and tires, and the tires are already on the way. So it's set. Y'all let me know what you think I'm going to do, what you want to see on here. But I'm super excited to get this thing done. I think that's going to be the icing on the cake. Let me show you this little trim panel here again. The tailgate just looks so much more complete now. Definitely nice having the entire tailgate covered, black trim going all the way around instead of just on one side. Very stoked about how this thing has turned out so far. Thank y'all so much for watching. There'll definitely be more to come with this truck and also my Cat Eye Silverado out in the driveway. If y'all have any questions about either trucks, let me know in the comments. If you want to see any videos about the old Kawasaki Bayou over here, I've beat the heck out of this thing. I've got some further back on the channel. I can link it up there. But I really appreciate y'all. It's nice to have these two trucks that, you know, between y'all, yourselves, and people you know, a lot of people can relate to these Super Duties as well as the old Chevy Silverado. Someone you know or are related to has one of these trucks, and it's really nice to have such different trucks. You know, even though they're both four-wheel drive crew cabs, they're totally on different spectrums, and it's fun to fix them up. And I'm going to be sad to see this one go, but y'all make sure you stay tuned for what I do next and what I'm going to do to the Chevy as I drive it around and enjoy it while I work on the next one. So thanks again. Take care.